Hey, it's Allison with Your Little Life. Today we're going to find some fabric and cut out these maxaloone pants. I've also heard them called circle bum pants or grow with me pants. These are awesome. This is part one of a two-part video series on these maxaloone pants. So let's get them cut out so we can sew them up. So for supplies, you will need the maxaloone pattern, which I will link down below. You'll also need to cut out and assemble your pattern pieces. So just tape them together. It's very easy to do. You'll also need a rotary blade and a rotary mat. I'll put links below for you if you don't have one of those yet. And here's what we're going to be making. This can be a little bit tricky to cut out. You need to get the right fabric grain laying the right way. So I'll show you how to do that. So let's talk about fabrics first. You need a knit fabric to make these pants, which means that there's some stretch. If your fabric has four-way stretch, then you don't really need to worry about which way to cut them out. If it only has two-way stretch though, you definitely need to make sure that the waistband stretches the right way and not the wrong way, or they're not going to fit right. I love to get these super cute prints from diapersewingsupplies.com. I'll put a link below. But you can also get some good quality fabric at Joann's. There's lots of online groups as well that you can get knit fabrics that make these really fun. When you're deciding between fabrics, you need to have fabric that has some kind of spandex or lycra mix in it. If you go just a cotton or polyester fabric, this fabric has a two-way stretch, so it doesn't stretch this way, but it does stretch this way quite a bit. This is 100% cotton that I got at Joann's. This does not hold up well or make great waistbands. It definitely needs to have some kind of spandex or lycra in it. This is a much slicker material. This one is a four-way stretch, so it stretches that way and that way. This is one of my favorites. Again, I'll put a link below for you. So you just need to make sure 100% cotton is not gonna work or hold up well. Even if it does stretch and is a knit like you want to, it needs to have spandex or lycra mixed into it. So again, if you have a four-way stretch fabric, meaning that it stretches that way and that way, then it doesn't really matter how you lay it out. If your fabric only stretches this way, then you do need to make sure that you lay it with the stretch of the fabric. So if my fabric stretches this way, I'm going to fold that in half and line it up with the stretch there. So this one does say that it needs to be on the cut or fold. So I'll go ahead and line that up with the fold of this fabric. At that point, you'll take your rotary blade and you'll cut all the way around the edges. Okay. I did not cut this folded part. So when you're done with that, you should get a piece that looks just like this. And when you open it up, you've got the two sides there. This will be the front of the pants. You're going to do that same exact thing with the back of the pants. Again, you'll see that this part needs to be cut on the fold of the fabric. Place it on the fold here and cut all the way around. Again, not cutting this fold here. When you're finished with that one, you should have a piece that looks just like that. And when you open it up, you've got the whole back of the pants. Go ahead and set those aside for now, and then find the leg and waistband patterns. Most people switch out to a solid color for the waistband, like you can see over here. We're gonna now cut out the waistband, which is this top orange part, the circle bum, and then also the leg cuffs. I am out of solid fabric, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you on this same print here. The cuff and waistbands are very important that you follow the stretch of the fabric. So again, you have instructions to cut one on the fold. If your fabric stretches this way, the stretch needs to go that way. All right? And it wants one on the fold here. So go ahead and fold that up. Again, the fabric is stretching this way, which corresponds with those arrows right there. This is the leg band, so you're gonna go ahead and cut one of those out. This one actually says to cut 2. So you can just scoot that over and identically cut a new one. When you're done with that, you should have a piece that fits just like this and unfolds into a long skinny piece. When you sew it, you're going to fold it this way and sew it long and skinny like that. Again, you'll have 2 of those. This pattern says cut 2. Same thing on the waistband. It also has the stretch of the fabric going this way. And on the bottom, cut on the fold. So the stretch of the fabric is going this way, and I've got a folded piece down here. So you'll need to cut out 1 waistband. The patterns come on a solid sheet of paper like this with a test 1-inch square. So after you print this, you'll need to make sure that this measures 1 inch all the way around to make sure that the pattern is the correct size. They also have several other sizes in here. They have a newborn size, 6 to 3T, and then a little bit older toddler, 2 to 5T or so. And then lastly, for the bum circle. Again, it has the stretch of the fabric this way. So you can see, if I zoom in here, the grains of the fabric. You can see them stretching. If you pull it the other way and stretch, I see no grains. You can tell that the grain of the fabric is going that way. So, grains this way to follow that stretch line of the fabric. I'll go ahead and cut out a bum circle. After you do that, you should end up with a bum circle like so. You'll see it's got a straight edge which goes on the bottom, and then that is going to go on inside this circle right there. Once your pieces are all cut out, you're ready to move on to the sewing stage. I'll put the video up top for you so you don't miss that. But go ahead and subscribe now so you can see more videos from New Little Life. Enjoy!